Its naval history has been one of numerous follies, from the Russo-Japanese War, 1904 to 2005. Current geopolitical realities and the war in Ukraine further highlight the limited strategic utility of carriers for Russia. The Russian Navy's priorities shifted to submarines and smaller surface ships. Attempts to build carriers. Russia may be the largest nation in terms of landmass in the world today, and historically was even larger in the Imperial Russia and Soviet eras. The First World War broke out before the program was completed. The Russian Navy wasn't actually able to play that great of a role in the war effort. Following the destruction of the Russian Navy in the Russo-Japanese War. Likewise, the Russian Black Sea Fleet was able to control that body of water during the war, even if it was largely unable to take part in any other operations. In the 1920s and 1930s, as the United States, Great Britain, and Japan began to adopt aircraft carriers. The truth is that when Germany launched its surprise attack on the Soviet Union in June 1941, during the Cold War, one factor was that the Second World War had demonstrated that the era of the big gun battleships was essentially over, even as the United States Navy hung on to its 4 Iowa-class battleships, returning them to service in the 1980s. It was sold by Ukraine to China and then completed in 2012. A planned supercarrier was also under construction for the Soviet Navy at the end of the Cold War, but it was scrapped following the dissolution of the Soviet Union. Russia just doesn't need aircraft carriers. Russia has always lacked the facilities to build and maintain carriers, as evidenced by the ongoing saga over the refit of Admiral Kuznetsov, while it simply doesn't have the basis to support such vessels. But a carrier would still be a bad way to do it. Despite efforts in the Soviet era to develop such vessels, logistical and geographical constraints made it impractical.